Celestial rising, divine afternoon, and grand night to the beautiful deity watching this video. It's a divine reflection, divine messenger, and we are back with another message and understand. Before we even get into this, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and subscribe as well. If you don't enjoy this shit, it is what it is, right? I appreciate you. Either way, I appreciate you for, taking the time out of your day to even listen to what the message is that's being portrayed for the sacrificial scapegoat that is a median for higher ups that are just hiding what they're doing behind closed doors. The time currently is 3:05 a.m. and your boy can't ever sleep. So if I can't sleep, we got to bring some divinity, because I feel like the Almighty is calling me to make a video, because I ain't gonna sit in bed all night just thinking of my thoughts. No, but we have a long teaching. I ain't gonna make it too long, but we got like 96 things to cover that indicate what is really going on in the fall of idol worship, and indication of how we are able to see what will happen when the entertainment industry goes down in the dumps, when this scapegoat named P. Diddy, who is a simulated holographic character, and what he's going to portray in the media as far as him being sacrificed. Because when we get to the top of the pyramid scheme of what these Jesuits do, the higher orders of the illuminating fraternities, they are nothing. They're just basically using him as what he actually is. And he's not really a real person. He's a character for simulated versions of higher mindsets. Let's get into it. All right, let's get recording going. Okay. Energy harvesting ritual for a simulated scapegoat to save the ass of the higher ups that really mankind over. Now, and we have a lot of pictures as well, by the way, so you will see a lot of pictures that are going on. And you're going to see this word a lot right here. And, excuse me, a lot of people are fixated on the baby oil, thinking that it's actually baby oil. And the thing is, we'll cover that too with gematria later down the line. But with adrenochrome, the thing is too, and I guess he made this book, but yeah. So I guess it's $100. I don't know how much this book costs, but I don't even care. The thing is, with adrenochrome, people got to understand too that adrenochrome is a substance. For one, it's an exhilarating form of fear that children will exude when they are in a fearful state, when they're in survival mode or their instincts, and they're at a complete mindset, but not necessarily, because they aren't programmed yet. The thing is too, though, the baby oil was used as a distraction. Way too fast. It was used as a distraction to help people understand what these witches and warlocks and these different gatekeepers are doing to our children, because he was getting exposed for trafficking, racketeering, all these different charges that are being thrown at him. And some people will defend him because they said, because I seen a post on Instagram today, as I was posting my content, somebody was like, I don't comment on stuff like this because if it was me, I'll be having fun at Diddy parties. That's exactly why. Like, people blow my mind every single day, because it's like, you're weird for that. And people are basically implying that they will have fun regardless of what is going on, because ain't no party like a Diddy party, and people just want to have fun, not knowing that there's nothing fun about people who are getting trafficked throughout these parties. Because I feel as if too, if you are the observer of your reality, these parties are nothing but distractions for what's really going on. Because he's a wicked person, by the way. He's not even real, first of all, but he's a principality, a fallen principality that is hiding behind a vessel that looks like this, and he is basically distracting people with these mansion parties, because they are not really paying attention to what is actually going on underground or in his other houses, because he has so much money to where that the people who are working with him, or who know him, or who co-sign his actions, they won't say nothing because he has dirt on them as well. So and the thing is too, like, forget all, not forget the charges, but forget the shit that he's doing. Like, forget the baby oil and all that shit. Expose the list that he has of people. Expose what he's really doing, because they're just throwing charges at him, and I get that. But expose the real problem. And on top of that, these field Negroes, they'll feel as if like Diddy's just the number one person that's going down right now. He's being sacrificed. He's basically being publicly humiliated. He might as well be getting lashes. He's getting whipped by his slave masters. And that's exactly what he planned to do when he was brought into the game at a young age, especially when he was groomed by Clive Davis. Diddy was drugging people with the intent to sexually assault them, would assault them to the point of medical dehydration, then give them IV drips to revive them. And everyone wants to talk about baby oil and him being freaky. This is prolific serial rapist. He is a rapist, and people don't understand that. A lot of times, the people that are involved with him have been groomed as well. And the thing is, you can't be a billionaire without doing something evil, or a multi-millionaire. Like, you don't get to the top of that corporate world or financial world with financial literacy or financial freedom without doing something diabolic or sinister, because that's the only way that you can get, not the only way, but that's one of the main ways you can get to be up there, to meet with people who look like this. He would then use force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. According to the indictment, victims in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. Following the freak-offs, Combs and his victims typically revive IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use, documents stated. And the thing is, these documents are public, and if they're not public, you can still research them. So do your own research, because the thing is too, we are in the age of misinformation. And by us being in the age of Aquarius too, by us being in the age of Pisces, going into the age of Aquarius, all these things will be revealed. So recently, September 17th through the 18th, there was a lunar eclipse, and I had that picture down there as well, but the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, all that, basically the veil is thinning for the Luciferian agenda that is being placed upon our mindset every single day. Because of that, that's why, and I said that earlier this year. I think I said it like February or March. But anyways, I basically was saying to people, even back then, months ago, telling y'all, do not be surprised with what is going on, because this is nothing but the beginning of the ending. So by this happening, we are literally in a polarity shift, by the way. So with frequencies, light and dark energies mixing together, revealing to you how thin that the illusion of truth is going, because we're in the age of truth. So the illusion of truth is going to become thin and thin and thin. And if you are not ready to be exposed to what is actually going on with your favorite celebrity, then you are going to commit suicide. And I don't mean physically, but mentally. You will not be able to comprehend what is actually going on. So the people that you look up to are not people you should be idolizing. That's exactly why we should not have other gods before Almighty God. You should not be idol worshiping people who are not idols in the first place. These are nothing but fallen entities who are worshiping a Luciferian agenda, and for them to maintain their public image, their celebrity status, for them to maintain that mansion, for them to maintain all those cars, they had to keep doing what their gatekeeper or their handler is telling them to do. Because if they don't, their lifestyle will get diminished and they will be sent right back to a 9-to-5 job that they were trying to avoid in the first place. Okay. I'm going to put this, let's get this. And the thing is too, there's so many, we had so many videos. So to the people who watch, thank you for tuning into the videos, because we had so many topics for years to come to explore. And the thing is too, I'm doing this one by one. So just please stay with me, because I will also one day expose God as Satan, but I had to just do it step by step from the surface level, because the thing is too, my teachings, they transcend the surface level of ways of thinking. So I'm giving you surface level teachings, but I'm also using it beyond the 9th dimension of comprehension. So if you're not beyond the 5th dimension of spirituality or just spiritual experiences, then you won't be able to understand these symbolisms that are happening right in front of our face. This is pure occultism. And the thing is too, we got LeBron, Jordan, Shaq, Pau Gasol, Kyrie, Kareem, Trae Young, Kawhi. I don't know who the hell that is. This is, I forgot his name too. Marc Gasol, you got Brandon Jennings, Shaq, James Harden, Larry Bird, and Kobe. And so the thing is too, people will use the Masons as a scapegoat, not knowing that a Freemason does not exist in the spiritual experience beyond the afterlife. But the thing is too, these are nothing but titles that are being used for occultic practices. So a Freemason does not exist to a Freemason. On top of that, I feel like we're giving them too much credit, because the Freemasons are nothing but a sacrificial what's the word I'm looking for? They're basically a sacrifice for higher orders that are using them as a stepping stone to get to the higher order of what they're actually practicing, which is Satanism. So yeah, you got 33. They got the Eye of Horus. They got when they're doing this shit, when they're doing that, letting you know 666, who they are pledging their allegiance to, who put them on game, who gave them their career. So you're not getting rings without doing something for these rings, because what are you going to do for these millions? What are you going to do to get 5 rings? What are you going to do to get 6 rings? Will you sacrifice somebody for it? Or if you're willing to sacrifice your father to get 6 rings, to be titled as the greatest of all time, by all means, we will give you everything. On top of that, you can't even touch Michael Jordan. If you touch him, it's a foul instantly. No matter what, you can send a triple team on him. If he wants to hit that shot over you, he will hit that, because we're going to put magnets inside the ball to where people will idolize Michael Jordan as the greatest basketball player of all time. Not knowing that there are some people who are way better than Michael Jordan, but they will never get that same publicity as he did. Because why? People who actually have common sense and who have compassion towards their family, they are not willing to sacrifice their family to put a ball into the hoop. Crazy. All right. Why is this page empty? Anyways, Leviticus 26 verse 29. You will eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters. Remember that. Understand too. I use this, the thing is, I'm not Christian, I'm not atheist, I am not spiritual, I am that I am. I have no religion, I am just awakened. Meaning that, for one, I put that here because the Bible is the best false prophecy. It's the basic instructions before leaving the earth for the simulation, telling you that the best false prophecy has prophecy that you should be reading, meaning that you don't need to sign yourself up to get sacrificed or to sell your morality for monetization or to be close with fraternities or sororities. They are telling us that even in McDonald's, excuse me, even with the adrenochrome, they're letting you know that they are basically implying that once you read this, they know your programming because they are observing you. Because of that, the Almighty is observing people who are eating this bullshit every single day. Billions and billions served. It's right in front of your face. Our secret ingredient is our people. Literally right in front of your face, and people still eat this shit every single day. And just recently, they just released 50-cent cheeseburgers or something like that. That lets you imagine there's probably somebody out there who probably bought 100 cheeseburgers that day. When they release this stuff for a lower price, they're letting you know that you are eating the flesh of your brothers and your sisters, your sons and your daughters. And if people wonder where these people are getting kidnapped, or actually where the kidnappers are taking the children at, or even the adults as well. Like, they need our genetics. So if you see a bunch of carbonated beans or Latinos getting kidnapped, even pale costumes as well, they need your flesh to sustain their immortality, because they know what their fate is. These fallen entities know where they are going in the afterlife, and they fear that. Because they fear that, they have to let you know what they're doing right in front of your face to avoid the karmic debt that they are actually going to be paying. Because that's exactly why, as we're in the year of awakening, you are seeing retribution and what is going to happen in Revelation. So you are literally you're in the end of your Bible verse, or the Bible book. So Genesis all the way to Revelations, you are living in the ending of the beginning of times. Meaning that time is a mockery. That's exactly why they're showing you through this veil being thin. They're letting you know through this portal that we are actually walking in as well. They need your genetics to open up these portals or stargates to transcend your time and dimension, to keep on putting spells upon your subconscious mind to make sure that you stay asleep in this holographic simulation of spells and codes. Okay. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can move this real quick. I messed this up, didn't I? Okay, hold on. No! That's one thing I don't like about this. I should have screenshot it. Hold on, because I need to get this picture full. Fuck all that. What does this do? Alright, hold on, my fault, y'all. So I'm trying to get this going. Oh, I messed that up bad. Cause nah, I need to expose that. Alright, let's go back to this. Okay, so with this, right, Obama ran pedophile ring out of White House. Oh, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do is I ain't gonna sit here and play with that, because I have it on my phone as well. I also made sure I did the screenshot. So if something was out of the ordinary, I was gonna expose that. But we're gonna cover that also. Hopefully I have it in my iPad. If not, Obama, you ain't slick, my nigga. Just don't think we got that right now. Okay, here we go. My iPad just updated. Hopefully I can find it. If I can't, I'm gonna put the screenshot up. But this is basically letting you know that, because I can't even read that, so it's all good. But this is letting us know that Obama, the one that people voted for, my president is black, all of that, he was operating and participated in a pedophile ring based in the White House. And there was a leaked email about that. And the thing is, I'm gonna put a screenshot of that full text on the screen as well for you to read that. But I want you to know right there that these presidents are not who you think they are. And the thing is too, if you know that, that's exactly why the past is coming into the future right now, meaning that America is ancient Egypt, and we are literally in the times to where you are seeing the people who are trying to overthrow our system. And the thing is too, by them doing that, they are showing us, they're telling us that, you know what, we are going to govern your mind to the point to where you're not going to be able to know where you come from. Because of that, we're going to keep you asleep by entertainment. That's exactly why entertainment was placed in the first place, because in ancient Egypt, we weren't entertained by stupidity. And the thing is too, now that we are transitioning into what we know now as ancient Babylon, they are mocking us by letting us know that the Roman Empire still reigns on forever. So even in 325 AD with the Council of Nicaea, they were letting you know their plans even back then. But of course, we weren't a part of that because we were too distracted by harvesting our crops, taking care of our kids, being with our families. We were one with nature. So by us being in, I want to say humanity, by us being in heaven per se in our mind, these deities already knew what they were doing as they fell down in their descendants of an angelic frequency. Okay. I like this because, so I have this realm right here, as we can see. And if you know about Thor, this is exactly where this will come from as well. So this is like Norse mythology, I believe. But, excuse me. Now, we are here. And the thing is too, that's why people believe the earth is flat. But to me, the earth is neither flat nor a sphere. It's hollow. It's a hologram. And it has no shape. But the thing is, there's an inner earth and there's other dimensions above our earth as well. And this rainbow is a Stargate portal that brings you into higher realms, meaning that everything that's happening already happened. I'm gonna say it again. Everything that has happened in our simulation that we are just now seeing has happened already in the higher realms of existence, meaning that in the Godverse, the Omniverse, the Metaverse, Petaverse, all these different verses that the Almighty is transcending its subconscious mind in consciously, is basically observing itself in lower dimensions, basically projecting what it wants to happen because it's just playing a game with itself, meaning that by these deities knowing who the real title is of the deity that they worship, they just do it through a satanic format because they're bored. Obviously, that's all this shit is anyways. Everything that's going on right now is done out of boredom because they need something to do to sustain their empire, because money rules our simulation. So to keep that going, they got to keep this lie up. They have been lying since the day we were born. Because of that, since we are here right now, so by us transcending, and every planet has 9 realms. I don't believe that, but I actually do believe that because 9 is the highest number. Because once you go to 10, knock off that 0, what do you get? A 1, a 2. So you put 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. That's 15, 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? So by us being in the 5th realm right now, we gotta understand too that you have to transcend the 5th dimension to even comprehend why he's being used as a scapegoat. And in these lower dimensions too, you gotta understand this is where shit get really deep for real. But even outside of our Arctic walls were placed there to block, so to keep us closed in to an enlightenment that we would never be able to comprehend, because outside of our Arctic walls is where deities are able to roam free, and that's where other firmaments or other lab experiments are placed into to keep these entities suppressing all of our families basically, or all of our consciousness. Because the thing is, we believe this to be Earth per se, or planet Kai, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, but there are other firmaments that exist outside of our firmament as well. That's how large this dome is. The dome gets so large that if you were to get a boat, go outside the Arctic wall, you'll be able to see other firmaments that are exactly just like ours. But of course, you don't travel at sea every day because you have to go to work, go to school, you got bills to take care of, you got taxes, you got kids, you got so many distractions going on that your mind is not able to fathom what it looks like outside of our own universe. Okay, and we got these pictures too because we had to expose these people that hang out with him. And that's the sad part about this shit too. because I have so many screenshots. I did so much research. This was like 3 days of research. And the thing is too, I didn't have to research it, but I just like to give visuals for people who worship these people. I don't know who these two pale costumes are, but you know, P. Diddy and Kanye West. And even with Kanye's old projects, either way it goes, if you are partying with this nigga, and the thing is, it's like, imagine you and I, right? We go to a party, and then I ask you, who's the host of this party? And you tell me it's this nigga right here. There are some people who will say, oh, you know what? They're going to contemplate in their mind and say, I know he's done behind closed doors, but I'm not going to judge him for his actions because I don't really know if the allegations are true. People don't just say things to say them. Now, sometimes people do, but if numerous people are telling you who this person is, there may be some truth to that fiction. If we live in a fictional world or a hologram, you have to be able to understand the codes or the spells that people are saying, because for one, the moment we talk, ignorance comes out, but that's when you know right from wrong. You know intuition. Your spirit is telling you through logic. If you put two and two together, some of this stuff don't add up, because you telling me one thing and then somebody else, if 10 people say one thing about this person, not even just 10 people, if 50 people are saying something about one person, that's gonna make me say, I don't know if I should go. But now, knowing this nigga, he's like, man, I don't care about none of that shit. Let's get fucked up. Let's get some money. I want to have a party. It's just that simple. And on top of that, he is a gatekeeper for many artists that you have seen and have not seen before. Meaning that he is able to send you off to your career. But you have to go through him to basically let it burn, to get yourself all these Grammy Awards, to get all these accolades, all these material possessions, to get your career off the charts. Because you don't get into the top charts of the music industry without going through people like this nigga right here. Same with Ashton Kutcher. You gotta go through him, obviously. And think about how many people he has fucked over for a deal. Even this nigga right here. So even when that corny ass song, They Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar is projecting him and Drake's distraction, basically. By them going back and forth, they are just distracting the masses through entertainment, because this shit gets deeper than what Elohim is projecting upon these musicians, because these people are not like us for real. These are nothing but holographic simulators projecting their emotions and their trauma into the music, into the pain, because they still feel what he has done from his thought process or his habits that he was groomed into. All these people have been groomed by not only just him, but other deities as well, who you can call fake Jews, because who are the real Hebrews. Now, I put this here because too, I don't like how the document did there, bro. That junk kills me, man. Am I able to, like, how can yeah, can I adjust this, please? No, actually, let's do this. Ooh. Your boy Wise, man. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's go back. No, let's go back. Hold on. Because now that I can do that, we definitely can expose your stupid ass. No. Yeah, Obama. You thought that shit. Nope. Ain't no point in using the screenshot no more. Let's get it. All right. Julian Assange unveiled another bombshell Sunday evening, alleging that WikiLeaks now has hard proof that former President Barack Hussein Obama operated and participated in a pedophile ring based in the White House. A leaked email released today read, a young boy, the age of 5, he would make the perfect catamite for the president. He will arrive from Romania on Tuesday. I'm sure the president will be pleased. The leak is bound to start a massive investigation, Assange said. That is if we can get the word out before the news is swallowed up by the Obama shadow government. Meaning that if you don't know, because somebody will be like, I don't believe that's true, you're just going off of internet information. For one, you got to understand how deep the deep state is, because they can wipe that information off the internet, because don't forget who is the gatekeeper of the internet. It's people you cannot see, obviously. I put this picture here because they are used once again as scapegoats because people feel as if it's just Freemasons doing this shit. There are higher orders above Freemasonry. So by you even projecting that Freemasons are doing this shit is just showing you that you are literally mocking what you do not know, because you don't even know Freemasons exist, but you know the symbolism of their occultism, meaning that if you actually see one, you are not seeing one, but you are seeing yourself through their occultism. On top of that, above the 32 is witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, Luciferianism, and occult teachings of the ancient magic schools. The lower degrees are smoke and mirrors. They are deceived. They have no knowledge that there is another side to their lodges, a dark side that worships Lucifer as the great architect, meaning that God is Satan. And the thing is, too, once again, they are also practicing what other fraternities and sororities have projected onto them, because all they're doing is just learning about God either way it goes. That's exactly why these are nothing but titles. So Lucifer and God are titles for a simulation that we are trying to figure out what the truth is as we are seeking out lies unconsciously. Okay, I put this because we got gematria again, and the thing is too, the 4. So 4 is a powerful number for symbolism as well. Andre Harrell, 414, died 4-year for math before Diddy's arrest. Russell Simmons equals 414, was 4,414 days old and 4,444 days old when Diddy and Jay-Z were born. Russell was 14,401 days old when Biggie died. Gematria 444, Puffy, same thing. Rapper Machiavelli, which is Tupac, and Machiavelli faked his death as well. That's exactly why Tupac named himself Machiavelli, to let you know that he's not actually dead, but Diddy killed the character, let you know that he still is the big brother as a little brother. And occultism 444. Gematria breakdown. Let's get to it. Okay, so that's Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons, P. Diddy. So I already broke that down to you, but here we go right here, because the thing is too with gematria does not lie. Numbers don't lie, but they do, because the thing is too, you gotta understand witchcraft or occultism or symbolism. For one, before we had numbers, we didn't need to use numbers in the first place, but because we have a language or we have spell casting, numbers are projecting what is actually going on behind closed doors or behind the scenes, meaning that for one, like I said earlier, so we got this, Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons, so Gematria 444, all these different days letting you know that this shit is planned by the numbers. So death by the numbers, letting you know that these beings, these celestial descended deities are showing you that their career was handled to them. And when the handlers want their get back, when they want their life insurance policy, they will sacrifice their own to sustain their pyramid scheme. All right. True Crime Network Investigation Discovery announced today that they are working on a Sean Diddy Combs docu-series which will cover his career and sex trafficking scandal. It will premiere in 2025. Fuck that docu-series, nigga. Because for one, where are the put the list down. Where's the Epstein list? He might as well be the Black Epstein. Because we still have not seen the Epstein list for people who are on these islands. That's all. That's exactly why this video is being made in the first place. We have to save the youth, because we are being sacrificed every single day, and people are just making jokes about this shit like it's funny. This is not funny. Yeah, we may laugh, we may hee ha ha, but no, there are people who are actually victimized by this person right here. And so you may know somebody. On top of that, go on Instagram, go on Twitter, go on Facebook. Look at the people you know that follow this nigga right here. I'm gonna have a screenshot of people that I follow, surprisingly, that follow this nigga. It blows my mind. But we know, forget all that. True crime, you need to release that list of people that he has blackmail, basically. That's exactly why he had over 250 cameras in his mansion, because the people in these rooms, they were being screen recorded, and because of that, he has dirt on all of them. That's exactly why he did that shit in the first place, because this vessel, this hollow vessel right here, is actually smarter than people think, because he already knew that his time was going to come. That's exactly why he did what he did for numerous of years before you and I were even born. He's been doing this shit, but that's exactly why he's made so much money. So because of that, people know that he has the best parties. Because of that, he put these cameras in these different doors, because for one, in these different doors, the people that you vote for, the people that you look up to, they are a part of this scandal that he's a part of as well. So they were to tell on him, no. If he goes to court, he can release so many videos that it will blow people's minds. And that's exactly why many celebrities are quiet right now, because they know. This nigga knows who's in those rooms. Because for one, you can't have your phone, but they can have their phones. So there are people in these rooms who are They're recording them doing sadistic acts to people, kids, boys, teenagers, young adults, drugging them, doing this, programming them. Bro, it's just crazy. It's crazy, bro. A leaker for Jackie Jasper said that there was an all-male sex tape with P. Diddy, Nas, T.I., Devon Stevens, and Stephen Hill BT. People given the conditions P. Diddy's dealing with in prison. There is no way he's not taking people down with them. Because if I get that, if I'm used as a scapegoat, you will as well. So you better hope P. Diddy fuck. That's the thing too. I feel like all these different big names that we all know, they better hope, they better meditate that P. Diddy does not snitch on them. Because if he has to get put on suicide watch in prison, oh, somebody's going down. Somebody's going down. A to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, calling himself the god of rap or whatever you want to call it. We got a young Aaliyah. I don't know who this pale Costume is, but we got P. Diddy. And we already know what happened with her as well, because that's why Dame Dash is so bitter right now too, because he took Dame Dash's lover at a young age. It's like, fam, she was young, and you're still hung over a young vessel that never belonged to you in the first place. Let you know right there, the rap game, basically the entertainment industry as a whole, pedophilia. Because we got Dame Dash right here. I think this is Jennifer Lopez. I think one of these is Jennifer Lopez, but Andre Harrell, Diddy, and we got Aaliyah right here in the middle, in the bed together. And we all know how young she was. So if you're defending this nigga and this nigga, if you follow these people, I question your morals. Look at him. Look at him. Arm, come on, bro. Come on. Not only that, what are in these drinks? Because that's what happens too. And the thing is too, not to make this about me, but when I was in college as well, I actually had an experience to where I helped a young lady who got roofied. Like me and my teammates were in a party in college. This was like 3 years ago, but we were at a party, and as we were just chilling and shit on the dance floor, just chilling, we were in a house party. So by us being there, a girl came up to me and my teammate, and she was like, I don't feel good. Mind you, I could see in her eyes. I could see in her eyes of what was going on. And I already knew instantly, my instincts knew, you're drugged. And then I was like, what happened? She said, I think I got roofied by some football players. I was like, I looked around, and of course, by me being tall, I can scour the whole entire atmosphere because I tower over damn near the whole population. Not the whole population, but majority of the population. So as I'm looking at these niggas, I'm like, man, y'all niggas is sick. Now, of course, I can't go over there and just whoop all them niggas' ass by myself without getting jumped. So, and then too, that would be a whole altercation between basketball and football, but I never fought with them in the first place anyways, but I always question them niggas. And it was crazy, I had to confront that shit, like, what are y'all doing? So, me and my teammate, we helped her, we brought her back to the room, to her dorm room, by the way, and then her roommates came in, we told her what happened, and then they took care of her that night. They made sure she showered. She was just fucked up. But to make that story correlate to this, as we can see by these drinks right here, for one, people don't really understand what are in these drinks and what was placed into these drinks. So because of that, we gotta look at this nigga's eyes, for one, because the eyes tell it all, because they are the window to the soul. So for one, you can already tell by that face, like when that flash comes on, you already know you in trouble. And then, not to mention, because we don't know, he probably was like, he probably had to say something to him. He didn't even know P. Diddy was probably behind him, because that's a look like, hey, yo, like, and then he looking like, hey, man, take this goddamn picture, nigga. Of course, he had the glasses on as well, because she was probably fucked up. And look at Aaliyah, she just in between, and she just happy to be there with people that she probably looked up to as far as music-wise. She was so young, bro. And then, not to mention, he was so hung over on her, but it's like, you got your arms around wherever this girl is right here. And that's how you know this shit is, this gets so deep to how crazy, how deep the ring of just entertainment goes. And because she's not even here no more. Rest in peace to this young soul, man. All right, yeah, I put that twice. I don't know why. All right, Diddy has been officially listed as an inmate in the Federal Bureau of Prison Systems. So, age 54, black, male, located at Brooklyn, NBC, release date unknown. Register number, there we go. Making sure this, okay, cool. So, yeah, so now he's an inmate. But the thing is, too, though, we got to understand as well about mockeries. Because we don't really necessarily know if he actually is arrested, but I actually hope he is arrested. But the thing is, too, though, if he's a Fed, imagine the Feds arresting a Fed for being federal. Imagine the feds arresting a fed for being federal, meaning that I got to see proof. I got to see this nigga actually in the cell or getting beat up. Excuse me, like getting beat up. I got to see him having a tray of just sloppy Joe to actually believe that he's getting locked up. That's the only way that I'm actually believe that, because the media portrays so many lies, so many journalists will portray so much fallacy that people will just sit and run with a narrative. And the thing is too, I need to see physical proof of this narrative being brought into fruition. Hollywood rapper P. Diddy reportedly kept damaging footage of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. The scope of the footage is under tight wraps as the FBI does not want this to leak. Because why would they? Imagine if, not even just the internet, but reality. Imagine if reality knew what this nigga was doing. That means that, for one, the illusion of presidents will go down. The illusion of the presidency, the presidential campaign, all that stuff will cease to exist. Because people will then start to understand, like, wait a minute. You telling me this nigga Barack Obama was tied into a pedophilia ring with rapper P. Diddy? So that means now too, because they don't want you these people right here, the CIA, FBI, all these different militarized factions of different totalitarians or patriarchies, they don't want you as a matriarchy to understand how deep the rabbit hole gets into illusions. People get killed for shit like this. And the thing is too, they don't want you to think outside the box that they have placed you in. They do not want you to think outside the box they have placed you in. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back of the class who ain't listening. They don't want you to free your mind from the simulated imagination or imaginative box that they have placed you in. If that shit gets leaked, that means that the illusion of Luciferian will be crumbled. That means that the veil will get thinner and thinner and more people will become awakened into illusions. While everyone's exposing celebrities, I think that it's time we have a conversation. Even Oprah. And the thing is too, people ask, why does she look so young? Don't forget what we stated earlier, the adrenochrome witch. These people, baby oil, we're going to have Gematria breakdown for that as well later on down this teaching, but adrenochrome can make you young as well. And people will say that's a conspiracy theory. If you want to believe, for one, nothing is a conspiracy to a theorized opinion that is actually backed up by truthful information that the system does not want you to know about. So obviously, if you're not in these doors, behind closed doors, seeing them drink blood, then of course you won't believe it because it's too far-fetched for you to comprehend. Your mind can't go past that somebody you looked up to or you listened to is drinking blood to stay young. It's like, fam, if you, I have a visual for you. If you walk through these doorways, because for one, if you astral project, you will understand what I'm saying, because that's how crazy this shit get. If you astral project, you can actually see in the past that these people, for them, because the thing is too, they have a choice. You can either turn your back from these doors and you won't have the money or the life that you want, the cars, the clothes, the hoes, the star on Hollywood. You won't have none of this lifestyle that you want. You'll go back to being a regular person. Or if you do what we say and you want to get to a higher order above these different fraternities and sororities to become an icon, you gotta drink this blood. And these people, they have a choice. They say to themselves, you know what? I can either do this or do that. And they sit there and they contemplate, but they don't have much time. So some people say, fuck it. YOLO, you only live once. So by them doing that, they go with the get down. And by them getting down, they have now placed themselves into an illusion to where they cannot escape from. And then two, with blackmail, the reason why they keep on doing this shit too is because if they, and somebody will be like, well, why don't they go out and expose this shit? If they were to speak out about what happened, they will get assassinated. On top of that, they might not get assassinated. The people close to them may get killed as well. And people don't want that. People can't comprehend that. People caught in just the last 24 hours. Michelle Obama caught on video at P. Diddy party. Kamala Harris caught working with foreign countries to spy on Trump. Oklahoma caught over 300,000 illegal voter registrations, including 97,000 dead people. Diddy manager caught trying to hide the Obama tapes. You were caught spreading disinformation because the media would never will. And then here's the footage of Michelle Obama at Diddy's party. Save it quickly before they ban it again. So they ain't banned it just one time. They banned it again. Why did they ban it in the first place? Let you know right there. Where you at? You had no business being there. Why are you there? Don't forget Pizzagate, because pizza is code for little boys and little girls. Now, I put this here too because this is an illustration of flat earth model in King James Bible before 1957. Ever wonder why and who removed it? The Catholic Jesuits did, the father of Big Bang lies. And hold on, let me go and make that shorter too, because we gotta understand the flat earth model as well. So let me go and make that shorter. Okay, so right here, right? Oh shit, get out that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get out this right here. And as we got right here, the water above the firmament, firmament of heaven, and in heaven, the dwelling place of Almighty God. So we gotta understand too, heaven is consciousness. By that being consciousness, we gotta understand too that the firmament that we live in, or this dome that we live in, is nothing but a snow globe of, so actually, fuck that. Imagine like your eye, right? So your eye. How can I put this? If you were laying down on your side and you looked at somebody laying on their back, look at their eyes. Our eyes are literally the same exact shape as our firmament, meaning that Earth is a visual prowess that you are unconscious of, and they call it the firmament. So the water's above the firmament, meaning that there is water above your head. As you drink water, there is water in your perception, giving you life. And then as you figure out what heaven is, then you are dwelling in a consciousness mind, or the consciousness aspect of Almighty God's thought process through meditation. By you doing that, the firmament of heaven and earth and Sheol, by this happening, you got pillars of the earth, pillars of the earth. That means that earth is nothing but a breeding ground for sacrificial lambs. That's exactly why they came up with Jesus in the Bible, to let you know that they crucified your Messiah through Satan's ego in a Luciferian enlightenment, or a Luciferian's enlightenment, meaning that these Luciferians came up with the ideology of your Messiah, calling it Jesus, not knowing that Yeshua, Jesus, never was crucified, but is a mockery of the crucifixion of your higher self. Like, you can't make this stuff up. And the thing is too, if somebody was to ask me or comment where you get this information from, the internet is free. Meditation is free. Do your own research. Don't depend on me for information. I'm neither right nor wrong, by the way. Diddy has a client list. Epstein has a client list. Oh, Epstein had a client list. Fuck that. He still has a client list. On top of that, I don't think Epstein is dead in the first place. Epstein died in a New York jail. I don't believe that. Diddy's allegedly in a New York jail. Are you realizing what's going on? This is all a psyop, a psyoptic operation upon your mind. Meaning that by this happening, right? They put these niggas in jail because I feel as if you have a list of all celebrities that you know, or entertainers that you know, by you not releasing that, they have to silence you by putting you in jail so that you can't snitch on people who are doing the dirty work just like you. P. Diddy had, hey, come on now, tighten up. P. Diddy had videos of Michael Robinson and Barack. Will he be Epstein? Trump has asked white hats to protect 3 individuals, including rapper 50 Cent, who purportedly had a substantive knowledge about Democrats that attended the free golfs. Democrats, Republicans were at the free golfs as well. Meaning that this nigga, Diddy, had so many people at his parties that these are the people that you vote for, that your mom and dad vote for as well, telling you to go vote for them as well. Okay, yeah, I already got that. I don't know why I put 2 pictures twice, my bad. I was doing so much research, and as I woke up earlier too at like 12, I was just ready to go get this teaching done. Donald Trump, the pedophile's choice. Let's go ahead and get this picture reduced, because we gotta see the, I do apologize for that as well. Like, I didn't mean to get this. I thought the picture was gonna fit on my phone, because I actually did this on my phone, but on the computer I guess it had different whatever. But look at how young he's been doing this shit since he was young. Katie said she was 13 when Donald Trump aped her. She tried to file a lawsuit but received so many death threats from Trump supporters she dropped the case. Understand how wicked, and the thing is too, people are voting for this nigga and Kamala Harris, and they're both in the same exact ring. Understand, when you try to file a lawsuit, the thing is too, some men can't comprehend what women go through. She received so many death threats, meaning that many people know, and they're basically advocating for pedophiles, because Trump supporters are also pedophiles as well. So if you're supporting this nigga, you are also a pedophile in my eyes. But she got so many death threats that she dropped the case because she didn't want herself or her family to get assassinated. Because it's like, why are you telling on our president? Why are you telling on our favorite celebrity? What is wrong with you? You're a liar. So who knows where this lady at is today? Like, it's just sad, man. Diddy having 1,000 bottles of lubricant and body oil at his home is weird. You also know what is weird? ordering $65,000 worth of pizza and hot dogs. And like I told you earlier, symbolism, that is code for, in a celebrity world, that is code for little boys and little girls. Consume. Hold on. I like this picture too. Because this is exactly what it looked like to me, at least. Okay. Consume. Vote reptilian. Either way it goes, doesn't matter if it's red pill, blue pill, you are voting for reptilians. Shapeshifters. Holographic simulators or principalities. We are at war with principalities, and yet you are voting for principalities to govern your office or your system of offices. And what's crazy too, if you look into the mirror, you look just like this. That's exactly why you are down here, to consume their enlightenment. So when you reincarnate and you wonder why you have a first or second or third or fourth or fifth birthday, that's because you have not broke free from the program of your reptilian brain, basically. Because we had the same exact mindset as them. That's exactly why, that's exactly why it's hard for people to retain their seed or retain information. It's hard for people to have a spiritual awakening. It's hard for people to want to drink water or eat fruit or fast or ground or meditate, because your subconscious mind is programmed by higher celestial bodies. Diddy, Trump, I don't know who this is. Is that J-Lo? I don't even know. I keep seeing J-Lo's, but I don't know. But either way it goes, they go hand in hand. Can't make this shit up, bro. And look at how young this nigga look. So that lets you know that this nigga's been doing this shit, bro. Been doing this shit. And the thing is too, people vote for this nigga as if he's just like some god. Look at the hand symbolism. If you know about different hand signs and shit like that, that's the best way that they can let you know that they are part of the same exact fraternity. That might be his wife. I'm tripping. They all look the same too, but once again, taking pictures, letting you know what part of order that they are actually in. R. Kelly, Jay-Z, letting you know, especially what he did as well. And the thing is too, that's how you notice it's sad as well. People still listen to R. Kelly's music. So people separate the acts from the artist. Let me say it again. People who are unconscious, people who can't accept the truth, they will disassociate the acts with the musician, because the musician or the artist has made such great music that if they heard that he has done sadistic acts, they like, man, I don't care about none of that, man. I love your music. Weirdo. Same for Jay-Z as well. And by them, right here, come on, man. Him and him. And the thing is too, I feel like Jay-Z will be next. Him and Beyonce will be next as well. Because once again, he is a scapegoat. On top of that, we don't know how high Jay-Z is in the entertainment industry as well. I'm talking way too fast. But yeah, we don't know how high Jay-Z is inside of the entertainment industry. So because of that, he is just once again a sacrificial lamb for higher orders that these two are practicing to be a part of. And on top of that, closing the mouth. Don't say a word. They took an oath. Like these poses, they're doing this for a reason. They took an oath. Don't say a word, but guess what? We're here together. We getting money together. I won't say what you did. I won't say what you did, but just know I got dirt on you. Okay, I got dirt on you. Say less. Say less. And the thing is too, I screenshotted this because I just wanted to because the fact that somebody put this down here, you don't do this shit for no reason. So let's get into this. I'll make sure we're still recording. All right, cool, we're good. I'm gonna start by telling y'all how he even got the money to start Bad Boy. It's no secret that a lot of money from many rappers is made in the streets. I ain't getting into that because some of the niggas is still moving and shaking in the neighborhood, and I don't want any problems. But this was the only source of bread for the Bad Boy startup. The real story is based around a party, go figure, that he threw with a bunch of very, very wealthy people. Hold on, I gotta make this shorter. No pun intended, by the way. Because of course this is short man syndrome. So all these problems come from short people. Like, these niggas with money who are just short and little, they do weird sadistic acts. And then once the society exposes them, they cover it up with their money because their money advocates for how tall their mindset is. Okay, at this party, these wealthy folks were living it up, eating good, enjoying libations, the usual. However, what they didn't know is that they were in for more debauchery than they expected. Why? Because their food and drink was drugged. And I already said that earlier as well. Hold on, before we read that, let me go and make this shorter too. Next time I didn't do that before I even make this teaching, so. All right, let's get into it. All right, now y'all know Diddy's parties by now. Drugs are surprising, but what surprised the guests was the fact that the entire party was secretly filmed. Said that earlier as well. This might also not be a problem for most, except the party turned into a crazy orgy with some very deviant behavior. So Dister had all these rich, white, and Jewish label executives and vice VCs fucking and sucking on each other and engaging in other subjective behavior all on film. So of course extortion via blackmail was the play. Bad boy. Letting you know these top executives were in these freak-offs, getting extorted, drugged up, having orgies with each other and shit, but they are also blackmailed. That's exactly why they are keeping this quiet. And if they can, they will sweep this shit under the rug. Because the thing is too, do not be surprised, because all this is happening before the presidential election. Don't forget that shit too. Do not be surprised by the end of September to October, November, December, when more distractions come out, because they want you to forget that these niggas are literally in these rings selling their morality and their identity out, and their identity out as well. Sexual assault. Then my next story is way more dastardly, heinous, and sickening. All right, make this shorter again. Okay, cool. Is this good right here? Let me make sure it's more shorter. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. So there's this male R&B group that Puff Dildo Combs had a big hand in forming. I won't say which one, but like y'all know which one. And there's always been tension between him and the group since inception. Now, one of its members wasn't fucking with freaky ass nigga number one, so he wanted out of the group. The narrative was being spun that this particular member was crazy now in his mind, that eventually led to the group disbanding. Because I'm pretty sure whoever this group, or whoever he is talking about in this group, they already knew what was going on. So the best way for these agents or these sentient programs to get you to sound delusional and to get you to stop telling the truth about what's going on, they will break the group up, or they will call you crazy or you're out of your mind. You see, he made it known that he wanted to lead a group. It wasn't a secret, but Diddy wasn't going for it and said there's no way out. So the young man went out anyway, and apparently was making too much noise for Diddykins. That's the thing too. When you sign yourself up for these deals and shit, there's no way out of this one, my boy. Once you sign yourself up to be a part of Bad Boy, he's your handler now. He's your rich baby daddy. So essay, sexual assault. So to bring the point home that he could not leave, that he cannot leave, Sean and all his John sent his goons to this young man's house. They physically assaulted him and then it's him, that young man with a broomstick, left him down on the floor a bloody mess and left. Now, I ain't nobody, you don't have to believe me, but given everything that's come to light as of late, y'all know what I'm saying ain't that far-fetched. Also, don't come looking for me because tea was spilled. I'll personally oversee your earthly exit. Alright, Gematria was something y'all been waiting for. And thank y'all to the people on Twitter as well who've been breaking down Gematria values, because this shit gets deep. Gematria is basically codes that these higher-ups use to produce symbolism towards their community, basically. Meaning that if you don't study Gematria, you will never know what's actually going on. But here we got ordinal reduction, reverse reduction. These are just titles placed upon the values of these numbers that hold weight into a scripted lifestyle for unconscious vessels that are pretending to be celebrities. So Puff Daddy, paid actor, 87, 42, 156, 39, 57. So this don't matter, but these three matter, letting you know this nigga right here is a paid actor. That means that he is acting as if he is doing what he is doing. He has to keep his life maintained through a script that was handed to him by his rich baby mom, rich baby daddy. Okay, so also Kamala Harris, 59 years as well. And so, okay, cool. So slave, so 59, election district, don't forget, slave, 59. So basically vote or die, meaning that for one, in Gematria, by him being, because for one, he is a slave, and like I stated earlier too, him being crucified in the public eye is him basic. So this is basically, if we were in the plantation time period or timeline, we'll be watching Diddy get lashed in front of everybody on that pole. Like, he had his hands tied up and the slave master just boom, boom, whipping his ass and shit. Don't forget too, that's why I put that here, because she's 59 years old, October 20th, 1964. By her being in the forefront of where she is right now, that's exactly why he has to go down, because these people will sacrifice their own to maintain their public image. So he's arrested. The Jesuit order, 177. You can't make this stuff up. So that means that the Jesuit order programmed his arrest for this character to be arrested. That means that these higher orders will take their own down to hide what they're really doing. Meaning that this nigga is not really who you think he is. And he is not the main person or the main handler to be doing what he is doing. Meaning that these deities right here are actually doing what he is trying to do. He is following in their footsteps. He is a foot soldier for a bunch of foot soldiers who are being led by the commander known as Lucifer. Taken to federal custody in New York. All right, Gematria, more breakdowns. 1 month, 19 days from his next birthday. Suicide was 119. All-Seeing Eye, 119. 59 weeks from his last birthday. Freemasonry, 59. Negro, 59. Suicide watch. Can't make this shit up. Also on top of that. Okay, so I was like, what? So yeah. Okay, so once we got this right here, boom, 59 weeks from his last birthday. And by these two adding up, Negro, suicide watch. So by all-seeing eye, meaning that you have to have your all-seeing eye unlocked to understand why he's being placed on suicide watch. All these things that they're saying or telling you are made by the numbers. And that's how strong their value is. It's like ABC 1, 2, 3, according to Michael Jackson. Another one, Sean Diddy Combs arrested, Freemason humiliation. He was humiliated by another fraternity as well. You can't make this shit up. Okay. So now, more Gematria breakdowns. So he was born November 4th, 1969, also known by his stage name Diddy, formerly Puff Daddy and P. Diddy, American rapper, record producer. September 16th, Combs was arrested in Manhattan after being indicted by a grand jury, although the indictment. So Sean Combs, 204 reverse caps added. So to people who don't know as well, so Sean, 34, 22, 26, 13, adds up to 95. Combs, 109, that's why you got 204. Don't forget, 0 holds no weight in Gematria. So 9, where's it at? Because where did 9 add up? So you got the 9 plus 1, so September plus the 16th plus 2024 equals 24. You can't make this shit up. So basically, where's it at? Okay, the day of his birth. Okay, yeah, because what's crazy too, I'm still learning Gematria as well, so bear with me. But I know I'm getting it though, because I'm a beginner. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not advanced in Gematria, but I'm getting advanced into it though. I love Gematria. I love learning about it. This was the day he was born, because we just read it right here. To Monday, September 16, 2024. That is 20,040 days. Meaning that, like I said earlier, zeros hold no value. So basically, this nigga, when he was born, he was meant to be sacrificed on this day. That means that his mom and his dad put him to this industry. That means that his life, like I said earlier, whoever's behind this vessel or whatever's behind this vessel was meant to be sacrificed as a scapegoat, sacrificially. All right, so yeah, 9 plus 1, so September 16th, 2024 equals 24. He was meant to be sacrificed. All right. Now, more Gematria. Okay, so celebrity death. Got it right here. Now, celebrity death, Sean Combs, meaning that, for one, many celebrities that have died under P. Diddy's hands. Come on. This shit adds up for, make sure we're still recording. Cool. All right. So, Free Britney, 127. And then you got this right here. This Latin adds up to P. Diddy as well. Missing Submarine adds up to 192. Where's the other 192 at? Okay, they don't got 192. But this 732 right here adds up with this 732 right here as well. And then, what else we got? So, 822, Sumerian, adds up to 822 right here. 627, Satanic, adds up to Sean Diddy Combs, Satanic. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right here. You can't call me a liar because the proof is right here. So that means that the people who have been sacrificed by people, and that's the thing too, when you get to the top of these higher orders, you have to make sacrifices to sustain your way of living. So don't be surprised if deeper investigations of Tupac and Biggie's death line up with this nigga right here. Fed's been working on this case against Diddy since 08, due to fraud. Nigga, that's the year. Oh yeah, I'm so hooked, man. Nigga, that shit seems like a life ago. So I put that here because, for one, if you are working on a case since 08, imagine how much dirt they have on this nigga. On top of that, if the Fed's been working on this case since 08, why hasn't he been arrested since 2008? You telling me it's been that long since he just now got put into this situation? That means that the Feds were working for him as well. All right. And Tupac has a hand in this as well, sadly. So Tupac Shakur star ceremony for June 7 at 10:30 a.m. All Eyes on Me is the fourth studio album by American rapper Tupac, and the last to be released during his lifetime, released on February 13th, 1996 by Death Row Interscope Records. Okay. So let me make sure I get this right. All right. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, what? All right. So when Tupac released, so yeah, he got this album, dropped it February 13, 1996. But remember, when Diddy got arrested September 16th, that is 10,444 days that this happened. On top of that, June 7th for the star ceremony. So by June 7th happening for the star ceremony for Tupac led to this nigga's arrest as well. 666. Illusion. We are an illusion. 666. Clockwork. 666. Occult. 444. Gematria. Rapper. Puffy. All this shit lines up in Gematria, letting you know a federal New York grand jury and arrested in Manhattan on September 16th. He was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering, literally. So we're living in an illusion, and you are going back in time for this clockwork through occultism by Gematria by a rapper named Puffy. Okay, we got freak-offs and slavery, meaning that if you were attending these freak-offs, you were a part of slave trafficking, basically, and you had no choice but to do it because don't forget who gave you your position in life. So these adds up right here. Reduction, reverse reduction. Can't make this shit up. All right, so there's 11 ciphers right here. His arrest happened with the full moon sacrifice that we just now transitioned into, going into the age of Aquarius as the age of Pisces. And the age of Pisces is where these fallen entities were able to place their programs or the spell casting to combine the illusion that we live in today. So all these add up right here. Now you cannot make this shit up. That means that P. Diddy's arrest was brought upon the full moon sacrifice. So that full moon that you've seen recently, that's exactly why he's tied into that. That shit crazy. Eclipse particle, reverse satanic. So and we already did a teaching on Saturn as well, because Saturn is just a code for the satanic frequency, or Satan, and Lucifer's enlightenment, meaning that if you were to go to the plane of existence of Saturn, you will see that these deities are able to transcend portals, and they're able to hide their pyramid scheme on Saturn, meaning that the black cube is Saturn. So we got the eclipse particle 777, and that's crazy too, because 777 to me is just a title for enlightenment. But you got eclipse particle, Elvis Aaron Presley, the Great Eclipse, Twin Towers, Saturn Black Cube, a Black Swan event, Abraham Zapruder, Elvis Presley, Beast of the Earth, Roswell, New Mexico, Sean Diddy Combs. You can't make this shit up. And the thing is too, what makes it even worse to tie it into me, I went to school in New Mexico, but not Roswell, New Mexico, but I went to school in New Mexico. So that lets you know right there that nigga, you can't make this stuff up. But I'm not a part of this shit, so don't add me into that, nigga, because I got nothing to do with that. I ain't never been to no freak offs, nigga. I don't got time for that shit. Weird. But Saturn Black Cube adds up to this eclipse particle right here. So by this happening, Beast of the Earth, that's exactly who this is right here. So he adds up to all of that. So he basically has a hand in all of this shit right here. And the thing is too, his mom does as well, because you named him that. 614. Christopher Wallace, P. Diddy, like I said it earlier, don't forget. Gematria, breaking it down. No, where's it at? Celebrity death. Come on, no. So he sacrificed Biggie. And for Jay-Z. Anyways, that's exactly why him and Jay-Z are partners, because I believe Biggie was better than Jay-Z. But the thing is too, Biggie still was a part of these industries as well. So either way it goes, nigga, fuck Biggie as well. Diddy's arrest, Russell Simmons. So more gematria breakdown right here. Let you know this adds up right here, that Russell Simmons also had a play into Diddy. And I think Russell Simmons told Diddy to escape also. Puff Daddy pay actor Scapegoat. Boom, all adds up in gematria. You can't make this shit up. Letting you know that this hollow body is a paid actor being used as a scapegoat for deities who should really be arrested. So him being arrested, you should imagine the Jesuits, the Luciferians, the Pope, all these different enlightenments, they should be arrested for what he is doing, because he is projecting what these higher orders are doing on a day-to-day basis. Trump, charismatic leader. So the thing is too, I'm showing you an Illuminati card game as well, but by all these people in 47 as well. It's shit crazy. Paid actors to a paid actor. He's not even a real person either. The card may be played at any time and counts as an action for the group it affects. The increased power takes effect immediately. The power for one fanatic group is increased to 6. Link this card to your chosen fanatic group. No player may have more than one charismatic leader in play. So 1,000 bottles of baby oil adrenochrome. You can't make this stuff up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Meaning that there was not baby oil in that shit. Adrenochrome. And someone be like, well, why do you have that much adrenochrome in there? Think about how many people were attending these parties. Think about how many celebrities that you know, that you listen to, that you worship, that you follow, were attending these parties. How do you think they look so young? How do you think a 50-year-old can look like a 20-year-old or 15-year-old? Because they had to, for one, if you got all these kids being trafficked, you got to place their enlightenment somewhere in a bottle, because nobody would suspect adrenochrome being placed into a baby oil bottle of whatever. Like, shit crazy. And then here we got a sacrifice named Boosie. Because think about it, look at how young this nigga look. And look at how young this nigga look, even though he needs to get arrested too for even defending this nigga. So I think he was defending him in this tweet. Alright, let's get to it. Okay. I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. So Boosie snitching as well. Flew bitches out for threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. And that's the case. If you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. That is facts. If that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this. That's facts as well. I actually say 90-some%. And trafficking. Hell nah. You are a celebrity. You gotta fly pussy, and how else you gotta get the pussy. Nigga, type correctly. Ignorant. You are never in one place. You are never in. You can't even put an I in front of the N. One place, when I saw that video, I was pissed off at this nigga. Like, he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many others, what so many other entertainers has done, I disagree. You're an idiot. No, sir. He needs to get arrested. Not only that, everybody else should get arrested as well. Basically, if other people get arrested for what he's doing, you will see the fall of idol worship. But then again, though, why would these higher orders or principalities or Nephilim, why would they want you to stop celebrating Lucifer or stop idolizing Lucifer? They need your energy to be harvested. Okay, I'm starting to feel like this sex trafficking charge for flying bitches in for threesomes will be a tool used to take down hip-hop artists and celebrities. Just think about it. Who flying they yeah and to turn up? Who always in a different city and gotta fly pussy to them? Who ain't tripping and go give their sex partner a little change? Think about it, this shit real. If you fly a chick and y'all turn up and you give her a little change so she's straight when she go home, that's sex trafficking. Rappers, athletes, D-boys, politicians, be careful who you fly in. And the thing is too, you did the exact same thing. That's what makes it even worse. I put this here because this lets you know right here that people have put their life on hold to worship celebrities. Looking at celebrity name plus Diddy is yielding depressing results. Oh my God, that's so sad. Like, you telling me that the celebrity that you looked up to, that you fuck with, shaking hands or taking pictures with Diddy brings depressing results. That's how, and look at how many likes this has, how many reposts, quotes, and bookmarks, me included, because I want to expose this shit as well. But that lets you know that right there, people will do whatever it takes to keep their favorite celebrity in the forefront so that their subconscious mind, which is boring, can stay entertained by entertaining scapegoats. Not my goat though. Kimba Walker, like, weirdo. Oh yeah, because this is some of y'all favorite too. I'm gonna put this caption right here, because we gotta expose that too. All right. NBA Youngboy, Diddy just filled me with more love. Diddy just filled me with more love. I'm gonna leave that out there. All right, more gematria too for Donald Trump, because what he's doing right now, he's not safe either, because he's being sacrificed also. And the thing is too, boy, if shit gets out that he was on that list as well, will you still vote for Trump or Kamala? But what if Kamala's on that list as well with P. Diddy? Will you still vote for them? Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, etc., etc. All right. So him being born to Sunday, September 15th, when he got shot. So golf course shooting, gunshot. Planned, it was a planned script, basically. So by that happening out after his birthday, meaning that, so the day he was born, to that day, September 15th, which is recently, by the way, what happened to him was supposed to happen. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Like, by him going through that, people can't be surprised. And on top of that, how do you keep sacrificing somebody and they're still not dead yet? Trump safe after shooting. And the thing is too, by him avoiding these gunshots, people are going to look at him like he's literally God, like he can repel bullets like he's Superman. So I think too, he's going through these rituals because if you see that he's fighting death to still remain the president, like all that he's going through, you will give him a victim story and you will vote for him because you feel sorry for him that he has to put up with all this BS. And then people feel as if, like, why are people shooting at him? These are paid actors. Shooting 107. Days less than a year, 107. Trump saved after shooting reported at his golf course. Come on now, like, how do you know where his golf course is? Like, how do you know the time he was going to be there? How do you know the position he was going to be in? And as Trump, if you are a part of this industry, why didn't you just stay home? Reveal Ryan Wesley Roth. Anyways, Ryan Wesley, Donald J. Trump, saved following gunshots in his vicinity, if you look that shit up. But 176, let you know that the shooting suspect was meant to shoot at Donald Trump to make sure that his presidency reigns forever. So people will basically say that he's the greatest president of all time. Sick. All right. And the thing is too, we got this old magazine right here, but Donald Trump is going back in time, literally. So sand has to do with dreams and time, bunker/bunk bed, quicksand, golfing. So by him doing that, he's literally reversing the ending of his beginning. Golfing, T equals time. Trump is looking back as if he's going in reverse, but there's no tire tracks behind him. Operation Warp Speed, a hole in one singularity. Because of that, event horizon, nothing out, nothing in, singularity. By us being here, our mind is thrown into the abyss right here, and then if nothing can come out, nothing can come in. You are stuck right here, meaning that you are stagnant. So as consciousness goes through this portal as well, nothing can come in, but you can't go out. But by you going out, you can still go in as well, but you're stuck in stagnation, meaning that all this that's going on right now is literally looping itself out and in to show you that these events are being planned by higher indications of consciousness. So because of that, many people who are stuck right here have nowhere to go and nowhere to enter into a different way of living. Because if you're voting for him, you're voting without a new way of indicating what presidents should be for a leader, because people are voting for leaders because they can't lead their own lifestyle. So Illuminati card game, enough is enough. So you got this card right here, the second bullet. And the thing is too, who does it look like? Predictive programming. All right, we're almost done. How much we got? Cool. All right, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse. So September through October 2024, eclipse season. All that's going to go, so September 17th to October 2nd. don't be surprised with what goes on between these 2 months right here. The thing is too, I warned you in the future. So when October 2nd comes, go back to this video and understand everything that has happened is planned to happen. Can't make this shit up. Because lunar eclipses and solar eclipses are basically showing you that these portals that are happening, the moon is going to go. So the thing is too, we have more than one moon, by the way, but these are portals. So I see the moon as a base. I don't see it as the moon, but like it's a hollow, plasmic, simulation that you picture to be as a sphere or a circle, because it's your perception, it's a mockery. So you see that the moon is a circle, you're being mocked. On top of that, the moon is a copy of the simulation. So if you look at the moon, your energy is being harvested by the moon. That's exactly why Saturn also is harvesting the moon as well. So deities that exist on the moon are also enslaved as well by the black cube of Saturn, or Metatron's cube. And of course, we got the moon going in front of this, or in front of the sun as well, blocking it off. But it's a mockery. And the thing is too, if you block out the sun, then that shows you that you're going to go into a different gateway of consciousness subconsciously. Do your homework on Justin Bieber's initiation into the industry on spending 48 hours at Diddy's house when he was only 15 years old. Sad. And then there's a link right there. I put this too because, so Young Miami, and then the thing is too, she was so Carisha, please, but I love Houston. And the thing is, these people, as they're hanging out with Diddy, Houston ranks #1 for sex trafficking cities in the U.S., but trafficking can happen in every community, and victims can be of any age, social status, race, gender, or nationality. Traffickers use violence, manipulation, false promises, and/or romantic relationships to lure victims into trafficking. And the person that made this tweet, he was getting so much backlash for this shit because people know, like, this city right here lets you know that they're going to traffic kids throughout, because too, Texas is connected to Mexico as well. So that's that borderline. By them going to that borderline, you can send, because there are underground tunnels as well. So you can go into an underground facility. You can traffic a kid from Houston all the way to Mexico, or outside Mexico as well, because we also have underground tunnels under our ocean as well. That shit gets so deep, man. All right, the global files. So, all right. In 2012, WikiLeaks began publishing the global intelligence files, over 5 million emails. 5 million emails. Okay, the emails date between July 2004 and December 2011. I'm just trying to skim through this. So the inner workings of a company that fronts, okay, that's boring. I don't want to hear that shit. But, all right, you're ready for a Chicago hot dog party. So that was an email. So email ID. Of course, they would hide the name, but to burtonstratford.com, so-and-so, so-and-so. All right, if we get the same waitresses, I'm all for it. So what waitress is serving kids and boys and girls, basically? So you got this name right here, Stratford, all of that. Whoa. Oh, I just seen something crazy. Hold on. Because as you can see, too, you can't make this up. The proof is in the pudding. I just seen Obama's name as well in this WikiLeaks right here. All right, here we go. Okay. So I think Obama spent about $65,000 of the taxpayers' money flying in pizza/dogs from Chicago for a private party at the White House not long ago. I assume we're using the same channels. To celebrate all you hot dogs out there, Eric, you can participate as well. That shit's sad, boy. All right. And I'll put this right here too, because all these pictures align with what is actually going on with our society. So you got the pinnacle, and of course they use that as symbolism as well. So if you got, so you see the Baphomet, this right here, and the thing is too, they use the inverted pinnacle as Satanism, but the pinnacle is not bad because the pinnacle indicates spirit. So spirit, earth, air, fire, water. But of course on the Baphomet, it's a mockery. The elites do tell us through their books and publications, movies, and news releases what they are doing. This is called revelation of the method. If you are too stupid to recognize it for what it is, that is your problem from their point of view. It's a form of ritual mocking of the victim. Literally. All right. Every single aspect of Trump's campaign funding is Jewish. So here we go. Make America Israel. Literally. So that's why I say, like, if you read the Bible, Israel's not a real country or a real place in our timeline. It comes from these different Jesuits. because they're letting you know that they run this bitch, and they came up with these different ideologies from this landmark that they tried to enslave their people in, the Israelis. Pharmaceutical, politics, television, investments, technology, business. No, hold on, fuck all that. No. We gotta make this smaller, cause no, y'all finna get exposed too. All right, boom. Let's get to it some more. Y'all not done. Politics, business, real estate, politics, pharmaceutical, politics, gambling, entertainment, politics, investments, economics, politics, law, real estate, security, gambling. Come on, bro. So basically, all these people right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24. So all 24 of these people right here are letting you know that they have a hand in what we deem as entertainment, investments, technology, politics, economics. They have a hand in that. So you may have to go through them to even be the top dog of these industries. My God, bro. And the thing is, by us even supporting these industries, we are the enemy as well. Because look at this shit right here. Every single aspect of the media is Jewish. So basically, if we have ever watched a Disney show, a Paramount show, Fox, if you played a PlayStation, Comcast, they have a hand in it. Not only that, these people will traffic people that you've never seen before. So Sony, Paramount, for entertainment, or for Fox Entertainment, Comcast, Discovery, the Walt Disney Corporation, Columbia, Paramount, whatever that is, DreamWorks, CNN, Marvel. And then people love Marvel movies, but they let you know the truth in Marvel movies as well. ESPN. So if you watch any sports, HBO, TMZ, Showtime, and that's exactly why TMZ has the dirt instantly. Like, if TMZ didn't approve of it, then it might not be real. Sony, Paramount, Marvista, Fandango, NBC, Universal, Time, whatever that is, Pictures. So this shit as well in movies. I say a lot of movies. Lucasfilm, so Star Wars, Steven Spielberg, Pixar, Castle Rock, Fox, CBS Studios, what is that? Yeah, whatever that is. TriStar Pictures, Nickelodeon. And we always watch Nickelodeon. Don't forget what these niggas was doing in Nickelodeon as well. Fox, the CW, Shop Q, Vice, and Sony. My God, bro, these niggas are just deceitful. That's exactly why we can't, as carbonated beings, we can't be racist, because we don't own shit. The Europeans, the pale costumes, these fake Jews, they own majority of what you used to watch, or what you still watch to this day. That's exactly why, nigga, if you're watching TV, you're basically participating in sex trafficking. So you're no better than them. Every single aspect of the Biden administration is Jewish. And here you go right here. The Biden administration, all the people that have a hand in it as well. Like, do we gotta go any further? I mean, look what he's doing to this little girl, bro. She's uncomfortable as fuck. Every single aspect of the Federal Reserve is Jewish. Letting you know where the black people at? Where the carbonated guys at? They have no hand in this shit, because they were not in this indication, because for one, we were too busy being enslaved by our own choice of slavery. So, and the thing is to thank them for that, because they put us in that predicament so that they can get ahead, to create this federal system that they have tied us into, and now we pay for it. When money is actually a free currency within you. I'll vax them, I'll chip them. Together we fight the elite, because we are the elite. So by them placing vaccines, by him chipping you with Neuralink, if you get any one of these, you are basically, watch the movie Idiocracy. You are literally an idiot. And they know that. That's exactly why they're mocking you, by laughing, going on these different podcasts or these different shows, having their own social media networks. The real Secret Service, foreign entities, guarding this nigga. So, yes, they'll shoot him after he is present to scare the masses into feeling sympathy for him. Then Musk will hook him up to Neuralink, and he will emerge as a beast driven by artificial intelligence. Revelations 13 verse 3. Look that up. Donald Trump he announces a launch date of the World Liberty Financial. We are embracing the future with cryptocurrency. I need to go ahead and make that smaller too. So basically, too, by Trump doing all this, we are going into the digital age. So New World Order as well. That's like why you got World War III, all of that. And the thing is, too, World War III is spiritual. It's not an actual physical thing, but it is physical as well. But we are embracing the future with crypto, meaning that physical IDs will be non-existent. You will have to get chipped so that you can buy, sell, and trade. And if you don't, what happens to you? You won't be able to get on planes. You may not be able to go into restaurants. You may not be able to work. You may be homeless. So the homeless rate may go up as well. This shit actually does come to fruition. And the thing is, too, for the new digital age to come into existence, people have to manifest it. So we have to believe this ideology to be true. And if we all agree with it and we do nothing about it, these people right here will make it come true because we ain't stop it. Not knowing that we outnumbered the beast as the beast. We always give the public their heroes. We give the heroes to every faction in the people. Once they hear this person say all the right things, we give releases to them because he or she speaks for me. That's how we rationalize it, and we sit back and regard it again. And we say, go here and go do that, and they do it. We give our power to the authorized heroes. Albert Pike, Morals and Dogma, 1871. Look at Andrew Tate in there too. I forgot his nigga name, but Candace Owens, Trump, Elon. And lastly, the Antichrist beast system is basically being announced by Donald Trump today. So he announces that he will hold a Twitter space. A new crypto financial system is in order to lead the slow and old banks and old big banks behind. That's the end of that document right there. Long story short, family, we have to understand that what is going on is meant to happen for a reason, sadly. And the thing is, if you are not ready for what's to come, you will be lost. And by you being lost is because you are not accepting how divine you really are. If you are not speaking up about this, if you are not exposing what is going on, you are basically allowing slave trafficking, you are allowing racketeering, you're allowing kidnapping to run wild, run rampant, because you're fearful of public opinions or judgment. You should not fear what other people have to say about you or about what you're saying to knock down Lucifer's enlightenment. You cannot fear death, because if they crucify you in public, guess what they will do? Guess what people will do to you if you don't speak up? Nothing. But if people crucify you, they still won't do shit to you till they do something to you. But if you get crucified, you shouldn't fear that anyways, because for one, the sending that they did to Yeshua is what they'll do to you. So you cannot fear what they have done to our Messiah as well. You are living in a simulated illusion of dreams. So why be fearful of unconscious demonic forces that are literally projecting how much love they have for the dream that they love living in and lying in uncomfortably? They're so comfortable in their lives that they will advocate for iconic liars because they love to lie themselves. Liars can relate to liars, obviously. Man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this teaching, man. Divine message is gone. Have a great day, God and Goddess.